Hi folks! After my 5th flight lesson, I had a 5-month delay before continuing my flight training due to my recovery from the coronavirus. With the help of my brothers, Wes and Bill, we were able to capture the good, the bad, and the ugly of my takeoff and landing practice during this, my 6th flight lesson. Now go ahead and make my day and see it for yourself.
You can bank to the left a little bit, yes.
All right, Wes, we're taking off to the east. Here we go.
Ready for takeoff.
Stick back. Stick back. There you go. All right, go ahead and climb out. Do you want to fly by and have Wes take some pictures of you?
Yes.
All right, you want to go ahead and we'll do a pattern right through here. We'll do a low pass.
Okay, why don't you take it?
All right, my airplane, I've got it.
Okay, Wes, we're going to do a low pass. Okay, which direction?
West to east. West to east.
Okay, copy that.
All right, just like we're going to land, but I won't. I'm going to just go ahead and power it on through.
Gotcha.
We're at 60. We're a little fast to land now.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to build up speed so I can climb out.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay, Wes, we're going to head up to Lake City Air Park and do some landing. All right, your airplane, you got it?
Roger, roger. Okay, sounds good. Give me a call when you get in close. I'll get you coming back in.
All right. It'll be about a half an hour.
Okay. Should we undo the trim?
Yeah, go ahead and reach up there and do the trim so it's comfortable. So that you're flying hands off. There's neither forward pull nor push back on the stick.
Pretty close right there, it looks like.
All right. Lake City Airport, Yellow Highway 125 Whiskey Delta is on. Final for runway 5, Lake City Airport. All right, how high are you here?
800 feet.
All right. And I think you need to lose some altitude.
Yes. Quite a lot.
Yep. Pull that throttle right on back. Pull it way on back. Way on back.
Okay.
Get on back. You're going 60 miles an hour. You're still 700 feet above. 600 feet above the field, but that'll lose that altitude there.
Yeah.
You can do it.
3,000 RPM here.
Okay. Pull all the way back right down. Vibrates a little bit, but we're getting more drag from the prop than you are thrust now. And you see how much quicker you're coming down?
Yep. I'm pushing the stick forward here, too.
Yep. That's good. We'll do it. We'll find, but we'll land about where that tree is, a little further.
Okay.
See, we're higher than where we were this morning. That's all right.
Down, huh?
Yep, that's it. to hit it a little hard there.
Yeah.
All right, your airplane.
Okay.
All right, we were a little fast coming in there,
Yeah.
and we didn't quite get enough flare just as we touched down, so it bounced. And then it came down, that bounced higher again, so we needed to go ahead and give it some throttle. Push the nose down.
Okay.
There you go. You're fine. You're fine. You got plenty of airspeed. Down. That's it. Now you're at 55 miles an hour. You're doing real good. You got it. I'm not going to coach you. You do it yourself. If you want some help, ask me. You're fast is what the problem there.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm not able to judge that last few feet as far as thinking. Oh.
Well, what happened was, we pulled the throttle all the way back, back there. We were at idle.
Right.
And you had the nose down good. You came down through there, but you got up to 70 miles an hour, you know, with the nose down there. And then you rounded out.
Yeah.
That was fine, but we were still, you know, going
Too fast.
65, 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And so when we came that little last part, it didn't flare off. We weren't down to 40. We were 20 miles an hour faster.
Yeah.
And so that's why, you know, it came down a little hard.
Gotcha. I need to get a better approach, not such a short final, and be able to get down airspeed as well as altitude faster.
Yeah, that's why I kind of preach about that stabilized approach.
Yes.
Come in, have a nice stabilized approach at 55 miles an hour. Hold the throttle all the way back down there, and then control that airspeed at 55 with your elevator.
Yes. I'm going to do a longer downwind on this.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, left base.
Left City Airport, Yellow Highway 125 Whiskey Delta, left base, runway 5, Lake City Airport.
Okay, final.
All right, sounds good.
There, now 55. Better.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Just like that. There you go. Good job.
Well, that time I watched the speed, airspeed, and I didn't last time. That was the problem.
Well, you can just glance at the airspeed. It'll tell you where it's going to do it. Okay. You want to do one more?
I think I want to head out.
Okay.
I don't want to ruin a great day. And I just have some things I need to work on to remember.
Right. Well, you know, you had 3 very good landings, and then we had a not very good one. Then we had an okay one. And then we had 3 not as good, or 2 not as good here. And then you just had this one here. And the only problem with this one, you bounced a little. Other than the bounce, it was perfect landing, right? So, you know, you're going to go up and down in these landings, and you'll get better and better at them.
Yeah, it's just going to be practice, you know.
Exactly.
And if I can learn from each one, then I feel that it's worth it, you know.
Yep. And you are. I mean, clearly you're learning. Got a lot of stuff going on, you know, the orientation of when you're up in the air, where the airport is, the towers that are there, and all this other stuff.
Right.
Okay, just stop right here.
Yep.
All right, you fly the plane with the stick right about here, right?
Yep.
Now pull the stick back. Pull it back. Pull it back. Pull it back. Pull it back. All right, there. That's all the way back.
Yes.
Okay, and that's where you really need to be as the wheels touch the ground.
Okay, that's landing.
Yeah. All
Okay,
right.
now here for takeoff.
All right.
I believe that we were up somewhere about here at takeoff, and
Yeah.
you said bring it back,
Right.
and that was just to get us off the ground.
All right, but wait a minute. That isn't enough. Keep pulling. Pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. All right, there.
See, that's full.
Yeah. That'll get you off the ground. Then you can come forward a little.
I got you.
But what's happening is you're keeping it right about here.
Right.
And we're getting to 40 or 45, 50 miles an hour. We're taking off at 50 miles an hour.
Gotcha.
And then here.
Yep.
If at 40 miles an hour you pulled it back to here, all the way back.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Where's it? Is it your belly? Where is it at? That's all the way back right
Yeah, I mean, it's 6 inches from my belly.
there. Okay, it's right. Mine is touching my belly.
Okay.
All right, but you feel it all the way back there now,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
All right, when you touch down on the ground, that's where you'd like it to. Okay?
Gotcha.
But that's right just as it's touching down.
Yes.
Okay? All right, when we're taking off, you're right about here in neutral. Right about here is where we fly it.
Okay.
And then you get airspeed up at about 40 miles an hour, then go ahead and do that.
About to there.
It'll pop
It'll
off the
pop
ground.
it off, and then we'll let it back.
Right,
Get the airspeed up,
right,
and then climb out.
exactly.
Okay, got it. I got that now. Whipping Field, Yellow Highway 125 Whiskey Delta is 1 mile north. Enter a left downwind for landing on runway 9. Okay, we're going to do a downwind now.
Now we're going to fly in almost right into the sun, a little bit to the north of the sun.
Yeah,
I was going to tell Wes if he was down there.
yes. I was thinking the same thing to make the announcement, but I'm going to turn enough that we do a parallel downwind. That way the sun will be a little bit out of our eyes, and then we'll cut across on the base.
Yep, that's good. All right, I'm going to be on the controls with you here.
Okay.
Let me do the final landing because there's just not.
Oh, absolutely.
There's just not too much.
Yep.
Too tight, and there's not enough room for error here.
Yep, I got it. Okay, we're going to do left base.
Yep. All right, you notice we're down now at 500 feet, so we're
Right.
We're
I'm going to give her a little more throttle here.
yeah, good idea. A good maneuver. Do whatever you want to at above 50 miles an hour. When you get below 50, then you got to be a little more careful in your maneuvers.
Yep. Okay, final.
All right. You can start pulling your throttle back now. And pull it on back because you're at 60 miles an hour. That's it. Now push your nose down. 1055. 5 to 60 is good. All right, at 3,500 RPM, we're still pushing the airplane. Yeah, there we go. All right, it's my airplane. You stay with me?
Got it. Got it. You take throttle too.
Yep, I got it. All right, we're at 55.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more to get over these. Sink.
Yeah.
And then we touch down. Touchdown at about 42 miles an hour. Okay, your airplane.
Okay.
You want to go up and go around again?
Wes is there. I guess we could, huh? One more time?
Yeah, where is he?
He was right back there taking the landing.
Okay. All right, we're gonna come back and take off to the east again. All right, go ahead and taxi us back there, and we're doing off.
Yep. Yeah, I missed that, Bill.
We're gonna taxi back and take off again from the west end.
Oh, okay. All right, good.
I missed it. I didn't realize it was there.
Yeah.
All right, why don't you just go ahead and do a takeoff to the east?
Okay.
All right, your airplane, I'm on the controls with you.
Okay. Ready for takeoff.
Ready for takeoff. There you go. There you go.
Okay, we'll do a right around the base left here after we get up to 500 feet or so.
Yeah. And we're climbing at 500 feet a minute, so we're climbing real fast.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and make your crosswind. And then go ahead and turn downwind. And you can pull back the throttle and we can just fly at 600 knots at 600 feet here and be fine.
Okay.
There you go, that's it. Very good. Nice and smooth. All right, let's just set up again to land right there, same way we did a minute ago. Let's pull the throttle back a little bit more, we're still climbing.
Okay.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Base.
Yep. Go ahead and pull the throttle back, we're still 700 feet. Control that airspeed with the stick, right?
Yeah.
Alright, we're about a third of a mile from the end of the runway. We're at 500 to 600 feet. So
Okay.
you can pull that throttle back. There you go, and we're gonna see we're now at 65 miles an hour. We'll bleed some of that speed off.
Right.
If we need to, we can add a little throttle, whatever we need.
Okay.
Put it right there. You're 52, 50 miles an hour. Nice glide slope.
Get the thing straightened up here.
Right. Alright, I'm gonna do the landing, but I want you to stay with me.
Okay.
My airplane, I've got it.
Got it.
I'm gonna give a little bit of throttle to keep just above 50.
Yep.
I want to come in just over those trees,
Okay.
miles an hour.
Yep.
At about here, I've made it. I'm going to go ahead and chop the throttle,
Got it.
stick forward.
Down. Yeah.
Now we're down. We're just above 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I bounced it. That's okay. All right, your airplane.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, you want to do it one more time?
Now let's quit on a good thing here.
All right. All right, Wes, we're going to call it a day.
Oh, that was great, Bill. I thank you.
Okay, me too.
I'm just getting a little bit tired.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah.
It was good. Really good.
Well, we did, 3 landings up there and back here?
Yeah.
2 or 3.
And something I noticed here on this, especially a couple of landings we've made here, is that you don't have to land that far up. In other words, you still got plenty of runway,
Yeah.
even after the slope, right?
Yep.
So, it's not like you have to dive it into the ground up there on the flat.
No, but it is narrower and it is shorter. You can't float all that much further. So
Right.
I come in over those trees pretty close,
Yep.
and I'm down to about 50 miles an hour.
Yep.
If we were at 70 miles an hour going over those trees, probably couldn't have stopped before we'd have
Yep.
gone out of runway.
This is post-flight. This is going to be a post-flight session.
We were doing some takeoffs up at Lake City Airport.
Yep.
And what you were doing on your takeoffs, most of them, is you were getting speed higher and higher and higher, and you had the stick back pretty much, but not all the way back. Right? And so I was calling out the numbers to you. We got to 40, got to 45, and 50. We took off without pulling the stick all the way back.
Right.
And you were able to then basically climb out at 55 and was slowly able to speed up and climb on out.
Yeah.
We didn't have to level off and continue on
Right.
forward.
Right.
Why was that?
Well, why did we not have to level out?
Right.
We already had the airspeed.
Exactly.
Right. If we had, I mean, it seems to me like there's a couple of different ways to do this.
Yeah.
If you've got a rough runway, if you're on grass, you're probably better to get your wheels off the ground
Right.
and level out till you get the airspeed high enough to climb out. Right. That's what you taught me to begin with,
Right.
and I understand that.
Right.
When I was keeping the stick back where I thought it was, I thought that's where it was, and yet I knew there was a little more when you
Right.
showed me there was more, but there was a lot of resistance on it when we were up at 45, 50 miles an hour. There's a lot of resistance.
Yeah.
And maybe it was you holding the other
It
stick.
may have been me holding it, or it may be hitting the seat or something like
Right.
that. We need to double check that. But yeah, that last little bit, maybe an
Yeah.
inch of movement of the stick
to
back,
get you off the ground.
makes a
basically.
big difference, doesn't
Sure.
it? Because it pushes that tail down, and then it gives you that greater angle of attack and gives you that lift.
When you first showed me on takeoffs to do that and get it off the ground, and then you said, "I push it forward because what we want to do is
Right.
gain airspeed."
Right.
And the first few times we did that, it felt to me like when you pushed it forward that we weren't actually staying off the ground. We were trying to go back down. And that, to me said, well, there's a fine line between
Yes.
how far you do that.
Right.
But the main thing is when you're off the runway, you don't have the drag of the wheels.
Right.
So the airplane is going to be better performing. So if you can keep it at a lower pitch and still be above the ground, obviously your airspeed's going to pick up. If you keep it on the ground, you got drag.
Right.
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 So that's the deal.
All right, here's the trees at the end of the runway.
Yep.
Okay, and here we are. We only have so much runway.
Right.
Now we've got to clear those trees. How is the best way to clear those trees?
Okay.
What we want to do is get the plane going as fast as we can, as
Yep.
quickly as we can.
Right.
Okay. In other words, we want maximum acceleration. We talked about this a little bit.
Right.
So we're down here at the end of the runway, short runway. We need to clear those trees. We've already done all of our checks, the doors and windows. We've done our run-ups and so forth. We hold the brake on.
Yep.
We run the throttle all up to full throttle.
Got it.
Okay, so you got maximum thrust going.
Right.
Release the brake and start rolling faster and faster and faster. Now, if you stay on the ground, you will eventually get enough speed up to do the takeoffs like we did
Right.
there.
Right.
But my argument is, and I may be wrong about this, but my argument is, once you get to the point where you can get the plane off the ground,
Yep.
if you pull the stick all the way back and you pop up off the ground,
Right.
now we don't have any of that rolling resistance.
Exactly.
We can push the stick forward, and it's all lift on the wings,
Yep.
and you're going to, it seems to me, accelerate as fast as possible
Right.
here,
Yep.
get to your 55 miles an hour, and then pull back
Yep.
and climb out over those
Yep.
trees.
And then you're going to have a faster climb rate. Your airspeed, we're going to hold it between 50 and 60, 55
Right.
miles an hour,
Right.
and your climb rate is going to be faster. Therefore, when you do that exercise and you do pull it back, you're going to be able to go over top of those trees a lot quicker than
Right.
if you stayed with that friction factor and got to here. Now you may or may not be able to get over
Right,
those trees.
right. So getting that airspeed up as quickly as possible.
Exactly. Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And as always, I appreciate your comments. Until next time, take care.